So, Dragon Folk, I have a question. How would you go about changing the Magic 30th Anniversary Edition? Welcome on in, Dragon Folk. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. I know I am. And honestly, we're going to dive right into it. Hopefully, this is the last video that I have to ever make in regards to the Magic 30th Anniversary Edition. But as the days go on, as more and more creators put their take of this product on the internet, we're all coming to pretty much the same conclusion. The professor, Rudy, I think a lot of people are very confused about this product and the general purpose behind it. Now, with that being the case, I wholeheartedly agree. There's a lot of people who just genuinely think that because it's a limited product, that they have to buy it. That there's no way around it. They have to purchase it, which I could understand to a degree because, of course, as a collector, I would understand to keep that. Yeah, sure. But your odds are so incredibly low of getting anything good, or at least good, that it causes an issue in and of itself. There are plenty of card opening or booster pack opening simulators for this product that are out there on the internet. And at that point, for you to get the cards you actually think you want out of here, it is tens of thousands of dollars, enough to the point where you can just purchase your own actual beta version of these cards. And I think that's where I'm upset about it and where I've been upset about it for a long time. I think the booster pack aspect of this is definitely not what it should be. I don't believe that booster packs are the way this should have gone. I believe there are other avenues they could have gone down to make this better. You know, they could have given us the entire set in a modern frame for all of beta, right? That would have been worth $1,000 to a lot of people. You could have just given us the Power 9, and it probably would have been enough for people to buy at $1,000 a piece. You could have not done it at all, and it probably would have been better for a lot of people. There are so many things Wizards could have done. And personally, to celebrate the 30th year of Magic, I feel like what they've done here is they've kind of ruined their connection with their player base. And, you know, I've made the video right up, I'll leave it up here. The video that, of course, states that Wizards of the Coast doesn't care about you, that Hasbro doesn't care about you, that all we are people who buy product that they make, and that's entirely what this relationship we have with Wizards of the Coast is. And I'd like to agree, right? Obviously, they do look deeper into things like metas. They look into different price tags. They're definitely watching the secondary market, even though they won't tell us, they are definitely looking into the secondary market. And all of these things are reason to believe that, you know, they've got the people who told them that this was going to be a thing that will sell. And, you know, those I don't know, businessmen or, you know, lead accountant developer team, whatever it might be, those guys knew what they were doing when they brought this product up, and it's going to sell out, as we've said before on this channel. But I am always thinking about what could have been, right? How would a better way of celebrating the 30 years of Magic the Gathering be? Maybe include everyone, right? You know, I'm personally one to think that the Magic 30th countdown calendar for the Secret Lair is a pretty good beginner entry point product to celebrate Magic 30. And I will make a video on that hopefully tomorrow. But I feel like there's more they could have done with the massive budget that they've gotten, right? I mean, you have them claiming that they hit record sales for Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. that they've made so much profit and they're looking to make so much more. And I feel like including everybody, at least in some way, would have been enough. Now, the Magic 30th event is in Las Vegas, and all of the tickets as of this moment are currently sold out. You could not get a ticket to get into Magic 30. And those tickets were also mildly expensive for what they were worth, but a lot of them came with little packages and so on and so forth, and entrances into special parties, yada yada. But for the most part, it was entry to get in. Well, I am taking the virtual approach, as are most people, because most people, and those are those people who are overseas or in different countries, those people do not get to easily attend Magic 30 in Las Vegas. And Magic 30 was all about celebrating everybody, right? They've made the promos in the different languages, and they've constantly said that everyone, including the US market and the European market, the Asian market, right? Everybody is included in celebrating this 30th anniversary. But you think they maybe could have dialed back on the crazy $1,000 product and maybe instead made a Magic 30 in Europe and a Magic 30 in Asia, maybe a Magic 30 down in Africa somewhere. That there could have been an actual event for each place instead of it making only the United States its main place of attraction. Now, I'm sure there's a whole bunch of back end stuff that I don't understand in regards to that, but I figure that could have been something they would have done. But instead, now everybody overseas has a virtual ticket that they can purchase to attend some Q&As that you can just watch on YouTube later, and that you can just kind of go shop around on an online store. That's how you're celebrating Magic 30. It's how I'll be celebrating Magic's 30th anniversary. But I always feel like there's something better they could have done. You know, something that we, the community, would have rather had than a product that is only for maybe not even 2% of the people who have any space in Magic the Gathering. But I would love to hear from all of you. I know this is kind of a short video, right? But I did want to kind of talk it over, just simply because there's so much damage that's been done to this. And I don't actually know what the true damage is. Now that we have an actual poll available that we can make on the community posts that we have, maybe I'll hope to gather some information from all of you. But I would like to know who is genuinely upset and now not trusting Wizards of the Coast to produce good product, to produce any product that they'd ever enjoy. Are you slowly but surely slipping away from Magic the Gathering and trying to move on to other things? What is the consequence of their actions towards you, the viewer? And I really want to kind of gauge it in a very, in a very open-minded way. And I know that Magic isn't going to die because of this. I know some people are going to get upset, and those people that are upset are probably the people who believe they are entitled to something better. But I don't, I've only been playing the game for 3 years. I don't believe I'm entitled to anything ever in this life. And unfortunately, this is just one of those things that I'm going to have to miss out on. And if 20 years from now, I take a look at TCGPlayer, and for some reason I look at that thing and it's going for, $10,000, I'll go, oh, well, I guess I missed out, right? I guess I missed out. But I'm not going to let it affect me to the point that I'm going to throw away all my cards, that I'm going to boycott Wizards of the Coast, that I'm going to tell all my friends that Magic the Gathering is dead and you should never play it anymore. This is, again, an avenue to adapt and really find out what makes you happy in Magic. And there's a lot of stuff, right? You can play Pauper for under $100 a deck. You can play Commander for under $100 a deck. You can play Old School with 93 and 94 cards, and apparently that's a casual format that allows people to play proxies. You can still play Pioneer in a more competitive format. You can bring all of your stuff over to Arena and just play Arena instead of having to spend your money on physical cards. You could just spend no money at all and still be able to play competitive Magic if that's what you want to do. There's avenues for you to take. And unfortunately, I'm not too sure. If I were to change what this product was, I would either make it an entire set of beta in the modern frame. I would either do that, or I'd make it a Arabian Nights Collector's Edition with every card in the old square frame that you can get for $1,000. Hell, if these boxes were at like $100 a piece, I think a lot of people would probably be less upset knowing that these are $100 a piece. And Wizards would still profit, not to the point that they'd expect, because obviously $100 and $1,000 are very different numbers. But this is still a product that people will pick up. It's just not for me. And it's probably not for most of us here on the channel. It's probably not for the players who are going around looking for budget builds for their Commander deck. It's probably not for the people who love to proxy on a regular basis. It might not even be for some collectors and investors. Some investors may have just found something else that's more reasonable to invest in, such as the original versions of cards like Beta and Unlimited, or even Arabian Nights and The Dark and Legends. There are still opportunities to go. And it is going to be a tough battle because you're essentially fighting yourself, right? Nobody wants to be stuck in FOMO. And I am certain there are a lot of people out there who are feeling FOMO for this product. But don't let the distrust of Wizards get to you, okay? We can all overcome things that make us upset forever. We can always do that. As long as we tackle things with an open mind, we can find something else besides rage to make our lives just a little bit better. Because at the end of the day, just realize that it's $1,000 for cardboard, right? And it's cardboard that's not tournament legal. It's cardboard that maybe a couple collectors will ever collect. And it's cardboard that isn't meaningful to you. So do what's more meaningful to you. And don't sweat too much over this. Wizards may have made this product, and who knows, this could be a huge flop in their regards. But they'll make their money, and they'll continue to print out a whole bunch of product, and they'll continue to make more very rare cards, serialized cards, crazy texture rainbow, double rainbow, showcase, extended art, foils, like any of that. They're able to make it all, okay? But just find what makes you happy in Magic. And once you find it, whether it be just hanging out with friends and playing Commander with your entirely proxy deck that you got for under $20, or entering a competitive tournament where you use your, $500 to $600 deck to get to first place and get yourself to be a regional championship qualifier. These are all things that will hopefully bring you joy and will hopefully continue to push you forward to loving Magic the Gathering, regardless of the monetary choices that Wizards has made. So again, let me know in the comments down below what you guys feel would be a better choice for Magic's 30th anniversary gift, essentially? Do you feel like it's something that should cost money? Do you feel like it should just be a gift to be given out to people? Do you feel like it's just should be at a smaller price point? It should be the same product at a smaller price point. Let me know in the comments down below. There's a lot of people in the world and a lot of people with a lot of different ideas. And I'd love to collab and learn from each and every one of you on how you personally would feel like a product that is different from the $1,000 4 booster pack anniversary edition could be. And while you're down there writing that comment, please make sure to like the video and also subscribe to the channel as well if you have not already. And I will see you all very soon. Nerd out.